The African Development Bank has set aside $80 million for Zimbabwe's private sector for the year 2024. This is alongside other financing instruments that the bank has put in place for Zimbabwe's industrialization drive. Now, ZTN Prime's business correspondent Melissa Chatikobo brings us more on the following report.
Some of the challenges facing SADC to industrialize is limited access to affordable long-term financing, climate change and high risk of debt distress. Despite having vast strategic minerals and commodities, for the year 2023, SADC regional economic growth averaged 2.2%. The majority of member states are still dependent on primary industries, and this calls for urgency to industrialize and add value to their commodities. AfDB says mineral-based industrialization will speed up Africa's influence in global markets.
When we look at the level of exports of all these critical minerals that are available within our sub-region, we only harness 40% of revenue from all those minerals. That's less than half. Everything is actually, most of the value is actually from outside.
According to the bank, member states do not have strategies to harness more capital for their strategic minerals.
If you look at the US, the EU, Australia, there's actually a partnership in the world called the Mineral Strategic Partnership. Not a single African country is part of that partnership. The EU, as far back as 2008, developed a critical mineral strategy, and we do not have that.
AfDB, Afrexim Bank, and other lenders are working with Zimbabwe to increase its attractiveness to access finance.
We have organized several investment forums throughout the continent in partnership with the AfDB and other multilateral development institutions on the continent. So when the government of Zimbabwe requested us to partner with them to organize this investment forum, we gladly agreed to support this initiative.
AfDB says it has financial instruments alongside capital set aside for the private sector in Zimbabwe.
Where we use a lot of blended finance instruments, including our concessional fund financing, guarantee instruments. We have about 80 million per year for our private sector here in Zimbabwe. We have the Africa Legal Support Facility.
The SADC Industrial Week will showcase investment opportunities for member states and also facilitate networking opportunities. Reporting for ZTN Prime, I'm Melissa Chatikobo in Harare.
Thanks, Melissa, for that particular report there. We move on to SADC and ARIPO yesterday signing a memorandum of understanding that could see companies in the region enjoy greater protection as intellectual property rights are respected. Now, over the years, organizations, particularly those in the private sector, have lost out when their ideas are exploited by others. Now, the regional bloc is convinced the MOU signed at the ongoing SADC Industrialization Week will enhance trade and realization of set goals.
It's a major step by the SADC region. Companies have been counting their losses after investing in research. Now that investment could just be safe, the organization's intellectual property rights protection is perhaps what could uplift economies in the different SADC nations.
We signed memorandum of understanding or memorandum of agreement to define the areas of collaboration or cooperation. So it guides us on the activities that we are supposed to undertake.
A number of organizations in the innovation sector collapsed due to lack of such protection. And such a scenario means investors cannot pour in new capital as there are no guaranteed returns.
Now, many a times citizens, businesses, governments do not have the skill or the wherewithal first to develop and to protect these. This is where ARIPO comes in because they've got extensive expertise in developing this and also in capacitating to make sure that we are able to have those rights. Now, when they do have the rights, not only can they protect them, they can actually use them to trade and to grow their business and expand them beyond.
This memorandum of understanding will pave way for smooth operations across the borders while addressing issues that affect traders. The intellectual property rights will reduce the chance of imitations, while innovations will stimulate growth.
But today we are signing a memorandum. We have signed a memorandum of understanding, which demonstrates the significance of our mutual understanding and commitment to promotion of innovation, promotion of creativity, economic development, and indeed transforming people's lives.
The rationale behind signing the MOU is to improve shared innovation capabilities and protect intellectual property and capital across the SADC region. This will ensure competitiveness and boost industrialization. For ZTN Prime, I am Sitachi Siwagwaza.
Well, markets this morning there, and of course we talk about intellectual property. Very, very big things are happening as far as that field is concerned. And of course, lots of Zimbabweans doing well around the world as far as that is concerned. And talking about intellectual property, we always bring our flasks into the studio every morning because we have a cup of coffee or something, you know. So Marisa, I wanna have intellectual rights to this drink that you brought. Like, okay, just get your cup up as well, man. There we go. So you see, these are the cups that we bring there.
These keep us alive.
And they keep us alive because we bring coffee, so there's coffee here, and I'm sure teachers some Irish.
Coffee. I have coffee. Let's stick. I have coffee.
Are you sure it's coffee? Because the energy you have every morning is just shocking. So what do you have in your cup?
I have guava juice.
Tastes.
It's gorgeous. It's healthy.
I feel like
and it's 100%. It's not even nothing added, no sugar to it. It's just pure guava juice.
Is that why you wore the dress?
It's exactly the color of guavas. We'll just leave it there, right?
Yeah, I think I would like to leave it there. I would love to leave it there.
Konapo. Ipapo pa ZTN Prime. DSTV channel 294. The place to be.